Why?
I think you know why. You violated the contract. You talked about showgirls again.
I was drunk.
That is not an excuse. And I locked you in here, and just so you know, I went to your house.
Why?
And I got rid of all of it. Everything with Elizabeth Berkley in it.
Even Saved by the Bell?
All of it.
Even the college years?
Even the college years.
She wasn't even in the college years.
She was at the end of in the wedding episode. Besides, the college years sucked anyway. That's what you get. That'll teach you never to mention showgirls again.
At least he doesn't know that she showed up in the final season of The L Word.
That's gone too.
You bastard.
Movies.
Credits.
Intro.
Plop.
Oh, kids.
Fire.
Rip off. Hi, Davey. I'm awesome. So Josh, Film Bestie.
Oh. What's up?
And this is the Brothers Not Lovers Debunking Fan Theories. Haven't done these in a while.
That's where we take fan theories and we put them on bunk beds.
We just basically show that they're not accurate. This is a fairly new one. It's a fan theory that's been out ever since the release of Final Destination Bloodlines. The 6th of the Final Destination movies. Not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. My favorite would always be number 2. Even though it's got me paranoid against log trucks.
You and everybody else.
Yeah.
I like log trucks.
It's because you want to die.
I don't. I want to watch other people die.
But in the movie, which you've had time to see, so spoilers, at the very beginning, a woman has her premonition and actually saves a bunch of lives, saves like an entire huge restaurant full of people's lives. And we find out that death is not only coming after everybody that was in that restaurant, but as the years went on, because of the order of people dying, it basically had to get them, and they were having children, so they had to keep getting their children until everybody who shouldn't be alive is dead. And they said that, oh, this explains all the other movies and why everybody else was dying. There's a problem with your theory. If all the other movies was all people from this particular revolving restaurant that survived, why didn't the parents in any of the other movies die? Just the kids.
Yeah. Explain that.
Right.
Yeah, explain it.
Well, just the first movie on Flight 180, he has the premonition. Because of this, throughout the movie, everybody who got off the plane is being killed in ridiculous ways. Because apparently when death doesn't get you the first time, death is like, okay, well, I'm going to have some fun with this.
Death is petty.
But his parents didn't die. None of the other people's parents died. The only ones that died were the ones that got off the plane. The second movie, the woman is saved from a pileup and saves a few other people by not letting them get on the freeway. And eventually they all die. But nobody else in their families die. And apparently it's if the two at the end lived. Because if you had the bonus features of the third movie, you find that the woman and the cop fell into a wood chipper, but who knows if that's canon anymore. But if not canon, then they're the only two that lived because life defeats death. I don't know. But in every single movie, we find out everybody dies, no matter what. But again, nobody related to them. Just this one. So this was just an isolated incident of a bunch of people survived. And because it took so long to get them wiped out, they had children, so those children had to be killed. In ridiculous ways. Like nobody could just simply have a heart attack or something.
Death finds a way.
Again, can't one person, like, I don't know, suffer a post-surgery infection or something? It has to be slipping on spaghetti?
I got a staph infection. Death got me.
That's how in the real world it usually goes. I don't know anybody who has been crushed by a window that just fell while they were putting it up in a building. I've known people to die in some weird ways, but never have I known somebody who died while doing acrobats and falling wrong.
And never have I heard of two hot topless babes getting burned to death in tanning beds. They were hot.
I've heard of only one incident where somebody died, not in a pool, but in a jacuzzi, and they sat on the jet part and it kind of sucked out their butthole. But that's one time. And that was a very weird situation.
Hey, what's going on in the next movie? Is some guy going to go swimming in the lake and get eaten by piranhas?
Well, that would be piranha.
Yeah, but they didn't have premonitions.
Then again, piranha don't really kill people, so.
Yeah, these ones will because Death is petty. He's a jerk in these movies.
It makes me wonder if Death is like sitting there behind the camera making little like Arnold Schwarzenegger puns. Like somebody dies with a giant calendar falling on them and they're like, "You ran out of time." I don't know. But either way, the theory from Bloodlines that every movie are just children of people from that original one, it doesn't hold up. Sorry, guys. This one I will give you is not a stupid fan theory. It just doesn't work.
Oh, they might try to make it work in the sequel by, killing the parents off camera.
It still wouldn't work because they would have had to have died before the children. Because remember, the old lady in the Bloodlines had to die, then her kids died, then their kids died.
And then they're going to say all these kids found out they were adopted before they died. But we just didn't get to see it.
We found out one was because of an affair.
Whore.
But then he ended up dying anyways.
He had a cool way. It was cool.
Yeah. The moral of that story, don't get a Prince Albert.
What? I have an itch!
So there you have it. That's Brothers Not Lovers debunking fan theories. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications for when we post videos. And leave a comment of your own. If you want to try and keep this fan theory going, go ahead. If you want to give me some other fan theories that you think are garbage, let's hear it.
Hit us up, Potato Bros.
Love you guys.